Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and for almost 14 years I have performed with, and for almost 14 years I have worked behind the scenes with, Brock Lesnar. For about 14 years, most people have heard me speak for him. That's our gig. But this is a totally different realm for Brock Lesnar. This is a return to UFC during their biggest show in history, UFC 200, Saturday, July 9th, from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. So the big question, obviously, first is, why?
Why? Why? I guess because I want to, that's why. And that's the only reason anybody should do anything, right? Because you want to. I know you and I have been friends for a long time. We've been business associates, and you've known me for a long time. You helped jumpstart my career. Now here we are, how many years later? Let's not age ourselves. But why is, I'm sure I'm going to get asked a lot of questions, and that's going to be the main one, but why is because I want to. That's why. When I left the UFC, I didn't get to leave on my terms. And I'm not saying I'm coming back to end something that I didn't get to finish on my terms. I want to be inside the octagon again, and I want to be inside the octagon healthy. I want to be inside the octagon under my terms. When I was inside the octagon my last few fights, I believe I wasn't the man that I needed to be. I was faking it. I was faking it just to be in there. I was faking it that a disease was more powerful than me. I was faking that I was more powerful than it. I want to go back into that octagon. I want to have fun. The lasting memories of me as an Ultimate Fighter aren't very good ones because of the discomfort and the pain and just the unhealthiness of it. And I felt I needed to be in the octagon to beat this disease. And I ended up getting beat by foes that in my mindset I should have never lost to. I lost to diverticulitis. I lost to, I'm man enough to sit here and say I lost to Cain Velasquez. I lost to Alistair Overeem. But the losses, I'm not here to avenge any loss other than to avenge the loss that I took against diverticulitis. God, I just want it. I just want it, Paul.
You know, when we wrote your book, we went into great detail about how sick you were, that you almost died at your brother's house in Canada. But here's something that has never been revealed. You were sick way before you even got into the octagon. So this is really the first time the world has ever seen a healthy Brock Lesnar truly compete.
All I know is that life is all about timing, and the timing for me on this just feels right. I feel great, and I'm ready to do this. I'm just ready to do it. I've been ready for a while, and I'm just glad for the opportunity.
You gonna do a training camp?
Absolutely. Am I going to do it? I'm going to do a training camp.
No, but I mean on your own, or are you going to join another squad?
No, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, just like we did it before. I'm hiring coaches. I'm hiring training partners, and we're getting geared up already. I mean, it's already put together. I got lots of help. I got lots of people that are excited about this. None of them are more excited than me, and they feel that. They see it, they hear it, you know, and so it's exciting. It's very exciting for me.
Marty Morgan again is your lead coach?
Marty Morgan, yeah, the list goes on. But there's guys that want to be a part of this, and they want to be a part of it not just because they want to be part of it. They want to be part of it because genuinely they're good people and they want to help, and those are the kind of guys that I want in my corner. And like previous years, they were all there for me and they'll be in my corner again.
How do you approach stepping into a legitimate athletic competition, a fight, differently at 38 than you would in your early 30s?
I don't feel any older. I don't sit here and take myself back into time and wonder how I felt back then. I go with how I feel right now, and I feel really good. And that's all I can really gauge. That's all I can go by. Why would I want to go back and compare myself? I think I've got a statement to make, and I'm going to come into this. I'm approaching this 100%. You know, I'm all in. I'm 1,000% in on this. So I've got lots of support. My family, my friends. You know, it wasn't a hard decision. It wasn't. Dana White didn't call me up for this. I made the phone call. So this is, you know, you can't get into the octagon half-assedly, nor would I make the call if I wanted to half-assedly get in the octagon, because I'm smarter than that. I know how dangerous it is. It's a dangerous sport. I wouldn't put my health at risk for my family, by no means. My head is in the game on this. I'm 100% all in. All in. No doubts in my mind. No doubt at all.
Hi everybody, I'm Ari Dalton, and I am the documentarian for the Heyman Hustle. I've had the privilege of working with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar for quite a few years now. When I found out that Paul and Brock were going to sit down together and do an open and honest interview, I was very excited to see that dynamic actually put on camera in a way that everyone could see, instead of just me. A lot of the times I'm a fly on the wall watching them, and the way that they interact is so much more than it is even when you see it in the ring and on camera.
So if you actually look at the literal term, it doesn't fucking make sense. It just sounds really good. So, the beast who will extinguish the light that signified your darkness for all of these years. It doesn't fucking make sense, but it really fucking sounds good.
Is this the one for you?
Yeah.
So when part one of the interview came out, I was just like everybody else. I was completely glued.
Dana White didn't call me up for this. I made the phone call.
Marty Morgan again is your lead coach?
Marty Morgan, yeah, the list goes on. But there's guys that want to be a part of this, and they want to be a part of it not just because they want to be part of it. I want to go back into that octagon. I want to have fun. The lasting memories of me as an Ultimate Fighter aren't very good ones.
On Saturday night, July 9th, Brock Lesnar is going to fight Mark Hunt at UFC 200. I have not seen part two of this interview yet, but I'm going to watch it with you right now.
You think you have anything to prove?
No, I don't think I have anything to prove at all. I mean, I've been an athlete. I've accomplished a lot of great things. I mean, a lot of great things. I feel very fortunate that I'm 38 years old. I work for the WWE, and I can step foot back into the octagon again for the UFC. How many people can do that? I'm one in a million. And how many people can pull it off? One in a million. And you're looking at them. I don't think there's really, I'm not here to compare myself to anybody else. I'm not here to prove anything. You know, if there's anything for me out of this, somewhere deep down in my soul, do I want to extinguish, you know, some bad feelings or some, the last 2 times I had in the octagon weren't in my favor, or I think everybody, as an athlete, everybody goes through that, but unfortunately for me, it was, I literally really feel like I got beat by diverticulitis, and that's my number one objective is to get in and to prove to myself. I'm not proving it to anybody else. I'm not doing this for fans. I mean, if there are fans that are excited that I'm getting back in the octagon, great. But I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing this for me. This is for me. And if by chance 2 million people want to tune in for me to enjoy myself on July 9th, so be it. That's great. That's really good. I mean, and I appreciate that, but I'm not going to change. This is all about me. I'm sorry. This is all about me. And why should it be about anybody else? This is about me and what I want to do. I'm not faking it. I don't have to sit here and fake and tell the world that I feel good, or do I feel better than I've ever felt before? And I can't say that. I don't remember what I used to. I know what feeling like shit feels like. I don't feel that way, so excited, very excited.